Is Everyone Okay? The Kerala Story. The film had many religious and political issues. In a college hostel, 4 students are staying in a single room and one Muslim student is very serious about spreading her religion to other students. 2 of the other 3 women are Hindu women. A Christian woman. One of those Hindu women was the daughter of a communist. The Muslim woman's aim would be to point out the flaws in their religion to these 3 and draw them to Islam. The truth is that every question asked by that Muslim girl is really thought-provoking. That is why we are making this video. But for that Muslim woman, if her ambition was only to convert other women to Islam, there is no problem. But her ambition is to convert those women to Muslim religion. Make them associate with Muslim men and send those women to Muslim extremist movement, in which a Hindu woman gets pregnant by a Muslim boyfriend and is abandoned. But because she is a student, she cannot tell this to her family, so she has no other choice but to marry another Muslim man. It is the man who takes her to the terrorist movement in Afghanistan. The main story of the film is the fate she falls into and how she escapes from there. It also shows many women being used for prostitution by terrorists. In this film, the women who want to escape from the terrorists are shown to be mercilessly shot and killed by the terrorists. The Muslim girl makes her male friends misbehave with other girls when other girls go to the shop to convert them. Because of this, when those women were heartbroken and crying in the room, it was because you did not wear hijab that those men misbehaved with you. She says if you wear hijab, Allah will protect you. Those women who are disheartened by this ask, are you saying that only Allah will save them? But seeing that no one misbehaves with other women who wear hijab, those women also start wearing hijab from then on. Little by little, all 3 change their religion. In it, a woman is addicted to drugs by her Muslim boyfriend. He takes a nude picture of her and puts it on the internet. Due to this, she commits suicide. Throughout the film, a message is repeated both indirectly and directly. In Muslim and Christian religion, they teach their children about that religion from childhood, so they are not easily fooled by other religions. No conversion to other religion. Similarly, it is very thought-provoking that the girl asks her communist father that you have ruined my life by abandoning our country's culture and adopting an ideology imported from abroad. Although this may seem true, a Hindu soul does not necessarily convert to other religions even if he does not have much involvement in Hinduism. But in this film, their conversion is not the only reason for their lack of commitment to their religion. They love Muslim men. It is because of the spell of love that they convert. This is a common occurrence in practice. It cannot be said that it is wrong. Perhaps even after marriage, if both follow different religions, there is definitely no peace there. It is true that no one who is so attached to his religion will never love or marry someone belonging to another religion. It is not known whether Muslims in India are blaspheming other religions or not. But I have heard many times that Muslims who have gone to Muslim countries from India blaspheme the other religions there. When these 4 women are together in the hotel, the Hindu women immediately start eating the food. But the Muslim woman and the Christian woman are worshipping God. Hindu women bow their heads in shame that they don't even know this. To make them even more ugly, the Muslim woman says that it is a great sin to eat without worshipping God. The 3 important questions asked by the Muslim woman in the film are very thought-provoking. Her first question was how God Shiva could be a god who cried like a human when his wife died. How can Sri Rama, who cannot save his wife kidnapped by Ravana, save you? Unable to destroy Ravana alone, he goes to the monkeys and asks for their help. The Muslim woman jokes that you are worshipping that monkey too. How immoral is Sri Krishna with 16,000 wives? How can he be God? Besides, how can Sri Krishna save you, a coward who is unable to fight against the enemy and hides in fear? Ask college kids these questions and they will surely not know the answer. But if a Muslim religious leader asks this to the Hindu leaders, he will immediately start pointing out the crimes in the Muslim religion. In general, if two religious people argue, they will come to the point that your religion is wrong. Because the truth is that no one knows the answer to these questions. For example, in religious texts such as the Bible and the Quran, it is said that God commanded killing. If they ask if God would say this, they will definitely not have a reasonable answer. Before we start looking for answers to these questions, we need to know one fact. Nothing mentioned in any religious scriptures actually happened. Perhaps there is a place where Jesus lived, there is a place where the prophet lived, there is a bridge built by Rama. There is a cave where Krishna lived. So when you try to prove that everything said in our religious scriptures actually happened, you will be unable to answer these questions. So you will get angry. You will even join a terrorist movement to protect your religion. The stories told in the Vedas did not happen in reality. However, the truth is that there is a spiritual secret hidden in those stories. Yes, all the things mentioned in the Vedas will happen in our mind at the end of Kali Yuga. They have said in all the religious scriptures that by following the path of God, we destroy the demons within us. God is one. All others are human. It is humans who create the scriptures. Vedas have nothing to do with God. Perhaps if God created the scriptures of any religion, then there is no need for God to come in the end. Because all religions teach the way to heaven itself. If you follow those scriptures, you can go to heaven. Then why do all religions say that God will come eventually? For example, in Hinduism, Krishna is said to come as Lord Kalki at the end. And in Christianity, as the second coming of Jesus. The Hindu woman asks very angrily if only Allah will save her. In fact, that Shiva is called Allah and the Supreme Father in other religions. Yes, He alone is God, so He alone will save. Otherwise, the 33 crore deities in Hinduism are human beings full of divine qualities, who lived when this earth was created as heaven 5,000 years ago. It is those devas who have taken rebirth and are now in the Kali Yuga as sinful men. It is to turn them back into devas that Lord Shiva eventually comes in the body of an old man and imparts this wisdom. It is this wisdom that is taught in the name of Murli to all Brahma Kumaris at the Raja Yoga Meditation Center absolutely free of cost. This mural is available in all languages on YouTube and websites. We link its links in the description of this video. Be sure to check it out and take advantage of it. So it is not correct to ask whether only Allah will save. Instead he might have asked whether God would save only Muslims. Yes, God will save everyone. If that is the case, then the question arises why there is so much suffering in this world. The answer is, God doesn't fix the suffering that comes to your body. Suffering is caused to the body by the corruption of lust and anger in the soul. So Lord Shiva's job is only to tell the way to remove the dirt in that soul. That is why he comes at the end of Kali Yuga. When we were in heaven, the main reason why we did not have these 5 forms was that we were not in the consciousness of a perishable body, but in the consciousness that I am the imperishable soul that can operate this body. Atma is the life that shines like a star between the 2 eyebrows. That is why Hindus have the habit of putting tilak between the eyebrows. It was because we were in the consciousness of Atma in heaven that we were not enamored by the lures of the outer world and were fully awake. So we were happy forever. Because the true nature of the soul is bliss. The same earth which was heaven for the first 2500 years will turn into hell in the next 2500 years. The main reason for that is that I forgot that I am the soul and began to misunderstand that I am a perishable body. It is because of the body consciousness that we became addicted to lust, anger, attachment, greed, ego and committed many sins. It is because of that sin that we lose our peace. We lose happiness. We lose health. At the end of the Kali Yuga, when he lost everything, Lord Shiva appeared in the body of an old man and named him Brahma. This Murli gives wisdom through the mouth of that Brahma. The essence of this wisdom is again to realize yourself as the imperishable soul. Always remember me as Shiva as a star in the golden world of light. Only then, these 5 kinds of dirt in the soul will be completely removed. Also God says that listening to the Murli daily will fill your soul with divine qualities. When thus immersed in the remembrance of Shiva, completely forgetting the body consciousness and establishing itself in Atman consciousness, the Atman dances happily together with Shiva. This is why in mythology, Shiva is shown dancing with his dead wife on his shoulders. That is, the state of complete forgetfulness of the body is mentioned in the Puranas as the state of death. If you know this fact, you can easily answer the question asked by the Muslim woman. Today the human mind is running like a monkey. God fills our monkey-like minds with divine qualities and turns us into angels. Hanuman is the symbol of our transformation from monkey to angel. The reason our mind has become like a monkey is because Ravana, the 5 vices, has entered us. All souls are now slaves to that Ravana. God destroys that Ravana and turns the souls back into angels. All souls are Sitas. Only one Lord Shiva is called Rama. Father Shiva gives us wisdom and rescues Sita, who was like a monkey. After hearing this wisdom, we also give this wisdom to other brothers and help them to rescue them from Ravana's prison. So God rescues other Sitas or monkeys by taking a monkey-like help. If we know this secret, we will not get angry when Rama is called a coward. Instead, we will give a real explanation for it. In Kali Yuga, all souls are imprisoned in the prisons of lust, anger, attachment, greed and ego. It is to free us from this that Lord Shiva comes, introduces himself and tells us to remember him as a point of light. The more we remember Lord Shiva, the more we will be freed from the prison of these 5 vices and attain the highest position in Satyuga. Those who get rid of these vices and win the first 16,108 places are born as Maharaja Maharani in heaven. It is said in the Puranas that Sri Krishna rescued 16,108 women from Narakasura's prison, married them and made them queens. Thinking of God as a husband is even mentioned in the Bible. As souls, we should keep our eyes awake for the bridegroom. It is said in the Bible that only those whose eyes are awake will be taken to heaven by God. In Kali Yuga, the affliction of the 5 vikaras is high. So escape from it and come to Suksuma Vatana above the earth. Do all things as per Suksuma Vatana. God says that by this you will be freed from the 5 vices and you will be completely safe. In memory of this, in the Vedas, Sri Krishna built a golden Dwarka in the middle of the ocean to escape the demons. It is said that he took his people to Dwarka. Is it God's way to tell you not to beat each other and keep calm? Or is it God's way to tell you to break the arm, the leg, and kill the person who gave you grief? At the end of the film they say that if everyone converts like this, there will be no Hinduism in Kerala. But the soul of Hinduism is born in Hinduism no matter how many births it takes. Hinduism is what those souls like. So it is true that no religion will perish even by forced conversion. People say that all religions should be united. But how can different religions with different ways be united? Day by day, many religions, many ways are emerging. So the clamor and confusion will only increase. Only heaven without religions will be a pleasant world where everyone lives in harmony. So trying to get to that heaven by God's path will save us from the sorrows of this Kali Yuga and take us to the blissful heaven. Om Shanti.